What's up? Sitting over here chilling, jamming to some YUNG DEEG. That song right there is the same opening song that you just heard. You guys can check him out. That's YUNG DEEG. That is YUNG DEEG from Paoli, Indiana. Check him out. Um, Anywhere you can get Spotify. Pretty much Spotify, and I'm pretty sure he's on Google and iTunes and all of that good stuff. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all have had a great, fantastic last couple weeks. I was off last week, back this week, into it full 100%. 100 mile an hour. Shift it. That's all you gotta do. Shift it. Gonna shift things a little bit today. I'm gonna try to get this to where it's not like all up in my face and you can still hear me. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. I wrote some down because it's been 2 weeks. Haven't seen you guys in a week now, so just trying to get this microphone positioned at the best possible way. Right here, you got the Jim Curry T-shirt back here. Wobble wobble. Out to Jim Curry. Wobble wobble. Those that you know me know the Snapchat folks. They know how it is. They know the wobble wobble. All the time. Something I just say all the time. Well, get your drinks out tonight. Go ahead, crack them open. And well, let's get into it. Get your make sure you got your beer titties. I'm gonna have 3 different beer titties tonight if I go through 3 of these Crown Peaches. They are great. Shout out to Crown Peach, by the way. They make a hell of a peach and sweet tea combination, and it is fire. And I gotta watch drinking a bunch of these. Now that I got my whistle wet, I've wet my whistle, it's time to move on. Let's go. Let's start it. First of all, the last thing that I talked about on this podcast was UFC 272. It was me and Aaron. We talked about UFC 272. And, well, most of y'all know the outcome of that fight. Colby Covington just out wrestled him. Not a big Colby Covington fan. I'm not. I mean, I guess if it's a gimmick, there are some things that he's done that I'm like, I mean, I've done something like that, I've been petty before, everybody knows, and I can be real petty. But yeah, just, it was a boring fight if you don't know what you're watching, pretty much. If you don't like wrestling, you're not gonna like that fight, period. So the closer it got to it, the more I was like, I don't think Masvidal can do it. And it's not that Masvidal is a bad fighter by any means, because he's a damn good fighter, but you're not gonna do it with Colby. I mean, other than Usman, and everybody else is saying the same thing right now. Other than Usman, Colby Covington is the number 1 fighter outside of Usman in that weight class, period. I don't like saying it, but it is what it is, and you move on. I think Jorge Masvidal, I don't know. There's a lot of talk. Listen to the Brendan Schaub show this morning from where they were talking about it a couple weeks ago, where he had Chael Sonnen on, and man, they just talked about where do they go from here. There's a lot of debate, Conor McGregor got brought up. Everybody knows Conor McGregor's coming back this year. Excited and ready for that. That is going to be an outstanding, great fight. Can't wait. Depending on who he gets, though. That's the thing. If he comes in and he gets that new Russian, oh, what's his name? I can't even think of his name. Oh, anyway, he's from the Khabib camp, and well, I don't think that that would be a good matchup for Conor. I talked about it on the Brendan Schaub show this morning. This is what they're saying. It's not what I'm saying, but I kind of 100% agree. I think Khabib said something about if he fought Conor and Conor beat him, then Khabib would come out of retirement to avenge that loss for his team. I don't see Conor beating him. I don't. I think if we're gonna talk about Conor McGregor here and who his fight should be, I don't think Daniel Poirier running it back again. I don't. It's done. It's over with. Scrap it. That was the third fight. They fought 3 times. It's not for a title. Scrap it. Him and Nate, I mean, I guess, but is there anybody that really wants to see that again? I mean, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind a Masvidal McGregor. I think that would be a good card. Well, I don't know about card, but I think it would be a good fight. In all things considering, I also think that it would be good for the fans too. It'd be good promotion. And Chael Sonnen was talking about maybe McGregor and Masvidal fight for the BMF belt. That would make sense. I mean, if we're going to look at it that way, that makes sense because they called McGregor a bad motherfucker there for a while. And McGregor even had some choice words to say when that belt came out. So, I think that for the BMF belt I think that would be a good fight. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's going to be people that disagree with me. Aaron, if you disagree with me, fuck you, because I like the matchup. Of course, if y'all know me and Aaron Lucky, we like to argue a lot. But it's alright. It's my best friend though. It's my best friend. But yeah, UFC. I don't know. Apparently, Colby Covington has called out Dustin Poirier. Dustin said he's not fighting. He's not making any money off him. He will not fight him in the UFC. But if he sees him in the parking lot, it's on site. He's also called out Usman. Dana he doesn't sound like he even is interested in that. And really, honestly, after the way Usman fought them 2 fights, I don't think, I don't think so. And then he said something about Adesanya, like, and Dana White just laughed about it and said, absolutely not. I don't blame him. I'm pretty sure that Israel Adesanya would, he'd probably dog walk Colby Covington. Colby Covington he's a damn good wrestler, but Adesanya, he can keep you from getting them takedowns. He can sprawl, he can get back up, and he can hit you with a shot. So, I mean, are you going to take that chance? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a very good idea matchup at all for Colby Covington, and really for Adesanya, it doesn't even really do anything for him because everybody already knows the outcome of that, and they know where Colby Covington's at, and they know where everybody else is at. And right now, him and Adesanya are not even in the same ballpark. So To me, to my opinion. So I don't see that happening at all. A lot of options, though. There's a lot of options for the fight game coming up. A lot of good possibilities. Um, I think the Russian, I forget his name. Um, let me look it up here. Had to look it up. Islam Makachev. Islam Makachev. For those of you that are like, how do you not know the name? You pronounce that for me. A lot of you know how to pronounce it. I don't. Um, let's see. Yeah, they're talking about him and Connor. I don't. That's who I was talking about earlier. I don't think nah. You don't want. That's not good for the Connor fans. And let me tell you something. I like Connor. A lot of people don't like Connor, but I like Connor. Um, not a big Kobe Covington fan, but I think I'm kind of starting to come around. Not gonna lie, because um, you can piss someone off a lot. You can talk a lot of shit, and if you piss someone off enough, whatever game plan that they had, they're going to throw out the window because they're just going to be worried about beating you up. And you can't. You got to go in and actually have a game plan. I'm not a professional fighter. I've never fought. I have no idea about anything, but this is just from what I see and how I feel at this moment. I've not watched enough to be like, I'm the best fucking fighting news reporter there is. Nah, motherfucker. Hell no. I beat my dick. That's about it. That's about the only thing I can beat up. I'm not saying, ain't gonna say I ain't gonna try. Ain't gonna try. Like, I definitely try. You'd be like, listen here, motherfucker. You realize who you're messing with? And I'll be like, you realize I don't give a shit? And then get punched in the mouth. And then they're picking me up later. And I'm like, he leave? Yeah, I bet he left. That's me. I don't. Is what it is. I'm not a fighter. Never been a fighter. Moving on, UFC 272, great. Conor McGregor, I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think? In the comments below. My bad. Excuse me. Man, they're going to ban me now. I think it's COVID. Down in the bottom below, comments below, who do you think McGregor should fight this year? He said he's going to come back, and I don't know if you've seen any pictures of McGregor, but son of a... Wow, he is jacked. I ain't seen McGregor that big in a while. I don't think I've ever seen him that big, period. But, yeah. Who do you think McGregor's next opponent is? In the bottom, do you think Masvidal and McGregor would be a good fight? What do you think? Down in below, in the bottom, in the comments, write down what do you think Conor McGregor's next fight would be? Or what do you think his best fight will be? Because to me, I don't know. As a Conor McGregor fan, fighting Makachev, fighting him would not be a good idea. All right, let's go on. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go ahead and take this time to let everybody know every Thursday night at 6 p.m., the VFW in Olytic holds a pool tournament. It is $10 to get in the pool tournament. You do not have to be a member. Just tip your bartender and come play pool tournament. I think the top 3 get paid. So yeah. Plus, the girls from the cooks from Shorty's, them girls are gonna be there as well, and they're there every week. I think it's $5 for a plate, and the menu varies. I wasn't there this past week. It was my daughter's birthday, so the week Thursday before I was there, and I think it was like barbecue, pulled pork, I think is what it was, and that and like potato wedges and potato salad, and that was like $5, and it wasn't like something like this. It was like a sandwich. So if you guys have time on Thursdays or you're available, come on out, shoot some pool, talk some shit. Um, well, just bullshit. Don't talk some shit. Uh, unless Austin's there, he's gonna talk all the shit in the world about how he's gonna take everybody's money. But yeah, just come out, have a good time. I just wanted to let everybody know about that VFW pool tournament. It's 8-ball pool tournament. Starts at 6 p.m. Make sure to get there a little bit early so that way you can give your $10 and sign up. When you come in, look for Randy. Randy will be the one that is taking the money, and he will sign you up. It's double elimination too, by the way. So come on out. You never know. You might go down, and don't worry about not having a pool stick because I shoot with the house cue. So I haven't ordered my pool stick yet, but I think I'm gonna order it either this week or next week. So, but yeah, VFW post 1686. I'm pretty sure is what it is. So hang on, let me check. It is 1686 Veterans Drive, Olytic, Indiana 47451. Once again, that's 1686 Veterans Drive. VFW post 1686. Come on out Thursday. 8-ball, double elimination, pool tournament. $10 to start. Starts at 6 p.m. Come on out. Have a grand time. All right, a lot of things to go on that's coming up in this racing season. There is a lot of things coming up. For instance, you have the Bristol coming up. You've got the Eldora Million coming up. You've got, of course, you have your typical races that go every year, like Icebreaker and Jackson and the World 100 and all that. But Bristol doesn't happen very often. The Eldora Million, I don't think it's happened in like 10 years, 10, 20 years. It's been at least 20 years. It'd have to be. About 10, 20 years. And we're going to race for $1 million. That's good for our sport. That is good for our sport. When I say our sport, I mean racing. I'm a big race fan, so. But yeah, that's good for our sport. $1 million dirt late model race. It's going to be awesome. And then the Dream will be right after that. So it's going to be a jam-packed summer. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make the Dream or the Million or the Dream. I'm supposed to have a kid literally the same weekend that is, which is no big deal. I am not sad about that at all. Not at all. I'll watch it on my phone. But yeah, the Eldora Million is coming up. That's going to be super exciting. I don't know. It's too early in the season. All we seen was Florida Georgia Speed Weeks. So I can't tell you who's going to do what this year and all that good stuff. As of right now, Brandon Shepard's looking pretty good. But like I said, it's too early in the year to even think about that. When we start getting into April, middle of April, May, normally is when the racing really starts ramping up because normally around this time it's hit and miss. If the weather gods can work with us this year and get a bunch of races in, it'd be all right. But it's springtime. You never know. You never know how it's going to go. Everybody knows. And, with us being in the southern Indiana, it's the Midwest period. The weather is just crazy. Within the last 2 weeks, I have wore shorts, sleeveless shirt, to pants, t-shirt, to pants, t-shirt, Carhartt, to pants, t-shirt, sweatshirt, Carhartt to pants, t-shirt, sweatshirt, flannel, Carhartt. I mean, and then today, shorts and no shirt. So, I mean, you could have went out no shirt today, but it's it's crazy the weather. But you know how it is. The weather is gonna do what the weather wants to do, whether you like it or not. It's Mother Nature. It's the Midwest. If you don't like it, just wait a few minutes. Moving on. Bristol. Bristol's coming up. Really want to get to Bristol. I said we were going. Obviously, things change. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it this year. I at least want to make at least one race, but I obviously don't want to go and try to drag her out with her being pregnant with the baby and everything. I don't want to do that. So we're going to see what happens, and we might stay local that weekend, and I don't know, try to catch it next year, I guess. We'll see. But it is what it is, and I'll probably watch that one on TV too. When it gets closer time for these races too, folks, I'm going to talk more about them. Right now, I'm just going through giving you a rundown of what's to expect this year. Icebreaker. Icebreaker. Coming up, Icebreaker. The Indiana Icebreaker. March 19th, this Saturday. Brownstown Speedway, Brownstown, Indiana. It is put on by the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So a lot of guys are going to be there. I know Devin Gilpin's going to be there. Brenton Gottsy's going to be there in the Crate Late Model, one that Wild Boys sponsor. And then we also have other classes that's going to be running as well. Also, same weekend, March 19th, Paragon Speedway. No Way Out. I think it's like 14,000 up to win, for grabs or something. It could be more than that. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. Let me look real quick. Yep. It is 14,000 pay to the winner. And that's the official word from the event promoter, Mason Fleetwood. So thank you, Mason Fleetwood, for bringing a good race in. I will be at Brownstown, but I will also be watching on Dirt to Media. Speaking of Dirt to Media, we'll go ahead and cross that one off. I want to talk about them tonight. Make sure you go to dirttomedia.com. Go on there. You can look for a package. I just say go ahead and just buy the seasonal package or the annual or however it is. If you get a year, whatever, just go ahead and do that. It's definitely worth it. Them guys over there at Thirsty Goat Entertainment, they got the print shop, Fresh Prints, and it's they do a good job. Also, make sure to check out Throttled Up the podcast. Throttled Up the podcast is a hell of a podcast. I love listening to them. You definitely need to go check out the very last episode that they did last week with one of the Hunt the Front boys. So it was actually a really good episode. I didn't get all the way through it, but I will finish it. And then I pretty much listen to them every week. And the closer you get to race season, the more they go. When it's the off season, they normally go every other week. And I get that. There's nothing going on. Not a lot of racing to talk about except for doing interviews. But, yeah, so make sure you go Thirsty Goat Entertainment and Dirt to Media. I think it's Dirt to Media. Let me check and make sure here to see. But they've got everything you need for all your Brownstown racing and everything. dirttomedia.tv. So just head on over to dirttomedia.tv, or you can Google Dirt 2, the number 2, Media, and it'll pop right up and go straight to their website. Like I said, make sure you get the annual yearly subscription. It's definitely worth it. I'm pretty sure I need to renew mine, so I'm gonna have to get on there and do that this week too. Um, yeah, make sure you get that. I'm definitely watching the No Way Out on my phone. It's gonna be a badass race. There's gonna be probably a bunch of people there. Um, it's yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first big race in the first big the first big sprint race in Indiana. Um, I'm pretty sure the No Way Out kicks off the sprint cars season, and it's it's crazy. Uh, we've went this long with this shitty winter, and now we're about to get back out to racing, and just barbecues, cookouts, campings, fishing, um, GNCC racing, Supercross, motocross, you name it, it's back. It's back. We're back, baby. But yeah, No Way Out, March 19th, Paragon Speedway, Paragon, Indiana. Go check it out. If you can't make it, or you're going to Brownstown, go ahead and go to dirt2media.tv and go ahead and buy that, because it's definitely worth it. And the Dirt to Media guys do a hell of a job, and they make a hell of a product for a broadcast for a race. They do a hell of a job. Hats off to them for that. Well, just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Clyde, Derek Isley. We he's had a rough couple weeks. Not gonna go into details. Just want to go ahead and give a shout out. He was the reason why took the week off last week. Give a toast to his mom, Karina. Hell of a woman. Worked with her for shit probably about the whole time I've worked at the shop. She was a hell of an office worker. Uh, I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, she passed away, and I mean, it sucks, but things happen. I think she believed. I believe. I know some people don't want to hear it. Oh yeah, whatever. I believe in God. That's my belief. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I believe what I want to believe, and I'm pretty sure she believes. So we will all see her in the afterlife. That's how I got through with it with Scooby. They're not gone forever. They're just gone for a short period of time. Um, so, but man, it is tough. She was a hell of a woman. She was good. Working with her, she you know cracked up with us guys in the office, and we all cracked up, and we'd give her a hard time, and she'd just dish it right back out to us. That's just how it was, and our condolences to from I'm gonna go ahead and speak for everybody at Hoosier Door Incorporated. Our condolences to the family, um, and I just want to say that I really don't know what to say, but I do know that talking to you right now, Derek, I do know that if you need anything, we will help you through this. So, um, hell of a guy, love it. We went to downtown Saturday and we watched the band, listened to the band. They were pretty good. Tried to play pool, didn't get to play one game at downtown. I paid for a game, but I didn't get to play for a game. They told me I could have my money back, but it was just 75 cents. I didn't care. Went to Shorty's, played one game, played okay, but I can tell it fucked me missing a week of pool. I'm not very good. and I'm still learning, and you can't just stop playing after playing. It's I'll see what I can do this Thursday. But we had a danged old time, good old time, drinking, and just had a good time. We didn't get like, oh, slosh, tripping over myself out the door. Nah, I didn't get drunk. We went out, we had a few. Oh my. We went out, we had a few, and that's just how it was. We made it home, and it's all that matters. We wasn't like drinking and driving, so we were all good. Anyway, moving on. Want to go ahead and talk about it. The Atomic Speedway that they are supposed to race Friday and then head on down to Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Indiana, and start racing. Well, they moved it because some weather's coming in. Something about there's some weather coming in, and it doesn't look real too good for Friday. So instead, Saturday and Sunday looks good. So they're going to move it to Sunday. So they're going to come to Brownstown Speedway Saturday or Friday night. They're going to come to Brownstown Speedway, and then right after they're done Saturday at Brownstown, a lot of them will pack up and head to Atomic Speedway right then and there, and some of them will stay and pack up and head in the morning, but it will be on Sunday instead of Friday. So that is something to look forward to. If you like the races at Brownstown and think, let's go head on up, Chillicothe, Ohio, hell of a town. Went up there one time and with my dad, and it was a good race. It was a good race. How about that Chase motherfucking Briscoe, huh? How about old Risky Brisky putting her in victory lane this past weekend in NASCAR? Some of you be like, oh, I don't give a shit about NASCAR. I don't give a shit what you give a shit about because that's Mitchell, Indiana's own right there. I may not be from Mitchell, but I am from Lawrence County, and that is Lawrence County's own right there, Chase Briscoe in victory lane at a NASCAR race. Kid from Mitchell, Indiana got voted worst driver in high school his senior year, along with Jackie Sears, which a lot of us have rode with Jackie. Jackie, I understand why they voted that way. But Chase also got voted for worst driver of the year. Not worst driver, yeah. Yeah, worst driver of the year. Or worst driver senior year. And then he wins NASCAR race. He has won in the ARCA. He's won in the Xfinity. He's won in the trucks. And now he's won in the Cup car. That was awesome. I was excited when it happened. I didn't get to watch the whole race, but I got to watch the end of it. So I got to watch the restart, and I was like, he's got it, and I just kept thinking, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. That's all I was thinking, and he finally put her in victory lane. So hats off to him. Congratulations to that whole family. They definitely deserve it. I grew up watching Kevin Briscoe, and he was by far my favorite every week. And I loved it. Loved every minute of it while I was at Bloomington Speedway. And Kevin Briscoe he was it. He was the man. He put the wing on it. He put the wing off of it. It didn't matter what it was. I loved watching him non-wing race, though. I did like that. But yeah, man, it was a damn good time. Younger being at Bloomington Speedway, but you know how it goes. Um, oh my gosh, I just started playing. I don't know if any of you know. You guys probably don't care. The WWE 2K22 video game. I got it, pre-ordered it, got the NWO pack, the Undertaker Immortal pack. It come with like extra bonus points for like a my career mode type thing, and yeah, I unlocked a bunch of people like Randy Savage and Rowdy Roddy Piper and the whole NWO and just everybody. X Pac and Six. So Six when he was with WCW, X Pac when he was with WWE. I kind of wish they'd unlock 1, 2, 3 Kid. That'd be cool. Um, but yeah, it's a really good game. Very 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 good game. Keeps me entertained. I love playing it. I could play that son of a bitch for hours and hours and hours. And I'm a big sucker for creating things. So I just started creating stuff last night. So we'll go from there. I like creating my own TV show and having a branch off from WWE. Like you have SmackDown, Raw, and then you have the Luttrell Show or whatever, it is. Most of the time, it's just hardcore. Everything's just hardcore. So, but yeah, it is a damn good game and worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Even if you don't get all the bonus modes, characters, whatnot, it's definitely worth it. Just the Undertaker pack is just badass. It's got all the Undertakers. It's got when he broke his nose, he had to wear that little mask. It's got the one where he first started coming out riding the Harley, and then it's got the Undertaker from WrestleMania where he fought AJ Styles. Just it's awesome. It's badass. It's good. It's good. Definitely worth checking out for show. I'll be checking that out for show. But yeah. And speaking of wrestling, and NWO had some tragic thing happen this week as well. It's just been a rough 2022 for people. It's just everybody talked about it being better, and then what was it? Right at the start of 2022, we lost Betty White. We've lost a lot of good ones already. And just this past Monday, we lost a legend in Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. He had from, I don't know how much of the truth it is, but I heard that he had a hip surgery, and it was a botched surgery, and he had 3 massive heart attacks, and then he was put on life support, and they was just pretty much waiting on the family to get up there so they could all say their goodbyes. It's sad. It is very sad. I hope it wasn't a botched surgery, and I hope it was just somebody being stupid online. Because you can't believe everything you read. I didn't get a chance to read into it any further. So I'm not 100% positive, but that does suck, though, man. We just keep losing wrestlers and people left and right. Got a koozie here I got from the PRI show. Kicking some risk. Website and the number there. KickingSomeRisk.com. 855 969 0305. I'm pretty sure sports insurance specialist. So you're like insurance for your race car and stuff. Oh, yeah. Something else I wanted to tell you guys about. The interviews with other people now are going to be a lot better. May not be the best looking thing in the world, but I got a microphone. So yeah, the microphone in. Sorry, I fucked something up there. Microphone in, and got the new microphone out, ready for just I'm just ready, bro. Let's go on and talk about all the different things this week. NCAA tournament starting up. Uh, but more importantly, I kind of want to go back to racing here. I want to give a shout out to um, Rick Norman. They're going to be starting their racing up this weekend. Shout out to Brenton Gotsey Racing. They're going to be starting this weekend. Um, Huge shout out to damn it, the Sassers. Shout out to the Gotseys, the whole Gotsey family. Steven, David, um, Brenton, just the whole family, whole fam damly. And shout out to everybody at the track. I will see you this Saturday, and I'm fucking ready, y'all. I've been fucking ready. I'm so ready to get back at the track. I'm ready to get her done, get her did. I just went and put 4 brand new tires on the car, so we're ready to get up and go. Um, Got to get the truck into the shop still, which I'm not too worried about that. I got all 4 new tires on the car, so got 4 brand new tires on the truck last year, 4 brand new tires on the car this year. We're just slowly getting better, just doing the shit that I need to do. Deep freezer is the next thing on the list, and we're just gonna keep going up from there. It's gonna be a hell of time, and you know how it is, you know, life. You just roll with the punches or get knocked down. Huge shout out to Greg Johnson. The wild thing, Greg Johnson. I heard through the grapevine, Greg Johnson has his own car, and he's coming out to Woodworks. He's coming back. He's coming back, y'all. There will not be no racing with Wino Motorsports. Uh, that's not happening. I like the Chamberlains, great people, but Wino Motorsports is not it. Um, just after seeing the behind the scenes with Greg Johnson and all that, and I bet they're a hell of a drag racing team. That's all I got to say. Because them motors last about a lap, maybe 2. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't know how you could be a motor builder and not know how to build a motor, but and I'm trying not to dog people here. I hope that they fix it. I hope that they come out this year and have the best year that they've had in since they started. That's what I hope. That's really what I hope. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I just don't. Greg, in his own stuff, being able to do his own thing, I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to help Greg a lot. I don't think Greg has ran his own stuff. He's always, and what I mean by that is he's ran for other people. I don't think he's ran for anybody, and shit, I don't ever think I seen him run. Since what? Like he was son of a bitch. Because when I was 21, he wasn't running for the guy that done the Bedford transport whatever. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. But I hope it's not a rumor, and I hope it's true, and I hope Greg Johnson is coming back so that way he can put his boot up every one of y'all's asses. Because the Wild Thing will do it. He will do it. And they don't call him the Wild Thing for no damn reason. I'll tell you that much. He's a hell of a guy. He is a hell of a guy. Some people, oh, he's rude. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you think. The problem is you think that because you don't get to know somebody. That's what it is. People get first impressions and they're instead of being like, hey man, like what's going on, blah 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 blah. I talk to people and see why they act the way they do, good or bad. And no, nobody wants to do that anymore. No one. Communication is like dead now, this day and age, and it's ridiculous. It's seriously ridiculous. Like you can't just walk up to somebody and like say something, and then they're like, "Oh, well, I don't like that." Like you're supposed. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah, well, I was eating an apple. I don't like apples. Okay. Okay, well, I was eating an apple. Yeah, but I don't like apples. Dude, I'm going to punch you in the face. I don't give a fuck if you don't like apples. Just listen to the fucking story, dude. How do you even know it has anything to do about an apple? Like, that's just how I feel sometimes. But you can't give up on civilization. Fuck, there's still a lot of good people out there. For every dumb person, I feel like there's two smart people. You just don't see them. I could be wrong, hell. I'm babbling at this point, as they call it. You're babbling. But yeah, I'm really ready. Icebreaker this weekend. I'm ready to see all my peeps. I'm not gonna see everybody at this time that I normally would see at this time because of the fact that the No Way Out's going on. So people like Stacy and Nick Johnson, you guys are gonna be at the No Way Out. I already know. I don't blame you, but we are a late model family, and that's where I'm gonna be at the late model race. But I'm definitely gonna watch the No Way Out on my phone. I'm gonna try to help with the car this weekend. If they don't need my help, then I'm gonna go sit in the stands and be a fan and just take everything in. I'm just gonna take it all in this year. The good, the bad, the ugly. That's my conclusion. During the off season this year, there's just so much track bashing going on, and driver bashing, and team bashing, and yes, I know people are, oh well, you just bashed Wino Motorsports a second ago. I hope they get their shit together. I really do. I want everybody to succeed, which sounds stupid because that will never happen. You will never have if everybody succeeded, there would never be a loser. So that I don't mean losers and wow, he's a loser, but like somebody has to win the race, somebody has to lose the race. That's just all there is to it. And not you can't have a 30-way tie or how many ever cars you have show up. You can't have a tie. Um so but yeah, I mean we just gotta get away from the bashing. Everybody's so negative. There's so many negative people out there. For every positive person, there's like two um negative people. That's how I feel. For every positive person, there's always two negative people to try to bring down the positive person. It's fucking hot up here. Can't roll the sleeves up because of the way the shirt is. Uh, yeah, but yeah, there's always going to be that negative person. You just got to look through it. So I'm gonna enjoy and just take in everything: the sights, the sounds, the people yelling in the crowd, all that. Oh, you'll hear me say "fuck Herb," which I probably won't say that, but I'll say "forget you," or I'll flip him off, or because I'm not a Tyler Herb fan. But I don't like the way he did Bobby Pierce. I don't care if it was Bobby Pierce he could have done that to Sammy Swindell, and Sammy Swindell got in a late model, and that'd been Sammy Swindell. And I cannot stand Sammy Swindell, but I still would be like, dude, what the hell? You can't do that. Like, not cool. Just not a fan. But that doesn't mean I don't want him to quit. Oh, look at that. He wrecked. He's not going to be able to race the rest of the year. No. I want him there. We need that character in this sport. We need that. Like, you may not like him at all, but you need that, though. You need that drama. He brings that drama. You need some of that. We'll see. There's a lot of people. Like Tyler Carpenter, you need that, too. You know, it's just T-Mez. All these people with these, these big, not necessarily egos, but like this big character, and it's just like joyous, just happy, glad to be there, doesn't matter. When something happens, they tell you how it is, and what they think, and then when they go good, they tell you how it is and what they think. It's just, it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. You're going to either get, I was wrecked, flat out, but I'm glad to be here, blah, 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 like T-Mez would say. Or, you get somebody like Tyler Erb, where he's like, I'm going to meet him in the parking lot, and I'm going to beat his ass and punch his face in. And, you need that. You need that in this sport. People get excited about that. People, that's what you would, YouTubers and people that are on the YouTube E's, the people that are search YouTube and on YouTube all the time, like I am, you get what they call clickbait. That's pretty much what it is. You're given clickbait. You're given a headline. You're given a news. So therefore, the dirt track community is going to come in. They're going to look at that. They're going to see that. Not necessarily dirt track community, but people from outside the dirt track community coming in, seeing that, oh, this intrigues them. So they watch the next race, or they buy a ticket to a race near them. As much as I can't stand that driver, but it doesn't matter, though, because it also builds the sport. So you can't really get mad. So that's where I'm going to be at this year. I'm just going to try to take in everything. And if we get taken out or something like that, knock on wood. But if we get taken out or something like that, I'm going to try not to get mad, but and just take it as the fact that, hey, we're here, we're doing this. And I'm sure people are going to be like, well, it's easy for you to say, you're not paying for this on the car or that on the car. I get that. I'm still going to be down in the dumps about it, but I'm going to also try not to get mad and agitated. If I am down in the dumps, we go back home and be like, all right, look, let's go. If we can't get it started back up because the damages are too much, then you take it at face value and you move on. You try to figure out, okay, if that is a problem now, how are we going to fix this problem? What can I do to help fix this problem? So that's just how I'm going to try to go about it this year. We'll see. Aaron Brodnack, Aaron Broderick. I had him on. He was the guest before Aaron, so he was 2 episodes ago. Shout out to him. Hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. Hell of a guy. It's been some time, like 3 weeks since we've talked to him. He got a lot of the stuff that he needs. He just went and spent like over $500 some dollars, which I don't know what he bought at the Hoosier store. Was that a right rear? Did you buy a right rear? But he said that they will be out on the track. Knock on wood. They will be out on the track this year. So, really excited about that. Wild Boys Race Chasers are sponsoring him as well. As a matter of fact, as of right now, I gave the money. So, Wild Boys Race Chasers are sponsoring Britton Gotsey, period. Sponsored them for years. As of right now, I don't know whether it's going to be the Wild Boys Race Chasers or if I'm going to put the Wild Boys Race Chasers name on it or if I'm going to put my podcast on it. I think I'm going to do the podcast, which means I've got to come up with a logo for the podcast. So, we'll see what we can do, and that's probably what I'll do. And then I've got his money, and I'll give it to him. I've got a lot of things that I really want to do. I want to try to get a hold of the Throttled Up Productions, Throttled Up podcast, the Thirsty Goat Entertainment guys. I'll probably talk to them at Icebreaker. I want to try to get some Fireball podcast shirts made. I'm ready for it, guys. I'm diving into this podcast 100%. I know the last 2 episodes may have not been professional, but the way I see it is I don't give a shit how professional it is. I'm not trying to be the next Joe Rogan. I'm just being myself. And this is entertainment. This is something for me to do. This is something for you guys to maybe check out while you're at work. You know, you pop your headphones in, you pull it up on Facebook, you pop your AirPods in, put your phone in your pocket, you work, and listen to the podcast. That would be great. As a matter of fact, if any of y'all are doing that, comments. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. Make sure you do all that. I am really, really, really excited. There's a lot of people that I've been reaching out. I'm not going to say no names because I did that at the beginning of the first episode when we first started this. I talked about a bunch of people that I wanted to bring on. They are still on my mind. The thing is, though, is I'm not going to bring them up. I'm not going to call anybody out anymore on here. We're just going to roll with the punches. I'm going to shoot you a message and tell you to come on the show, and I'm ready whenever you are. And if I tell you I'm ready whenever you are, that means you give me a date and a time. As of right now, Wednesdays, we're going to have soccer, and then, of course, racing on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm going to start this weekend up until the first week of November. I am not going to be available on Fridays and Saturdays. So, from here until pretty much Thanksgiving, I'm not going to be available on Fridays and Saturdays. So, a lot of things this year. We got Friendsgiving coming up in November. That's a big thing. The last year was the shortest and smallest attendance record that we had. You know, we don't have no record or anything, but it was the least amount of people that was ever here. The year before that, I think, was either the most or the close to the most. I know the first year and the second year was litty. We've had a lot of good times and a lot of fun at the Friendsgiving. A bunch of food. We all cook food. You know, we tell everybody come out, have a good time, and just go with it. You know, have fun and all that good stuff. Yeah, Aaron Thompson here messaging me on stuff. I'm gonna try to call him here. Let's see if he answers the phone. I'm gonna try to call him and see in live real time. Let's see how big of a dick he acts. Let's call him right now. Let's see. Let's see if he picks up. Moment of truth. He's not going to answer. Oh, how dare you. How dare you. Wow. Well, so much for that. Hang on, let's try him on Facebook. Bam, 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 bam. Normally means that. Oh, let's see if he answers. I bet he don't answer. $100 says he doesn't answer. Now watch, he'll answer, and then I'll be out $100. Who's betting me? Who's betting me that 100? Anybody out there betting me? Anybody? What a little fucker. I'm over his shit. Fucker. I got him on video too. Fucker didn't answer the phone. I was gonna ask him who he thought the next fight would be. Conor McGregor. Who's got his next fight? I'm really curious, man. I know I'm going back to it, but um I'm really curious as to who Conor McGregor fights, man. I don't know if you guys have realized or any of you guys have seen him lately, but Conor is jacked. Conor is jacked, and let's follow him. There's not I can't really see a good picture of him. This motherfucker is jacked, bro. Like, that's Conor McGregor. He's coming back, and he says he's doing good. This was March 8th. It was day 3 back boxing without issues. Soon this injury will be a distant memory on my martial arts journey. No one has a road without bumps, but winning is about a positive attitude and determination and hard work. I am back and only getting better. And your wife's in my DMs. He didn't say that. I added that part, but he should have said that. He should have said, and your wife's in my DMs. And your wife's still in my DMs. That's what he should have said. Oh, I can't believe he said that to him. That's some me shit. Not even gonna lie. That's some me shit. Laying there with a broken fucking leg, running your mouth. You're laying there and your leg is snapped in half. And you're running your mouth. Oh, here he is.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm doing my podcast. I called you. Who do you think McGregor's next fight is?
McGregor?
Yeah, who do you think he's gonna fight?
I hope he doesn't fight within the top 10, maybe even the top 15, because he's not won a fight since 2016. So he doesn't really deserve to fight anybody good. He needs a good comeback fight versus somebody like an up and comer. He needs a good up and comer fight, and then he can go from there. But other than that, he's not won a fight since 2016. So dude's fucked.
That's kind of where I was at too. But I listened to the Brandon Schaub show this morning, and they was talking about possible fights for McGregor. That I fucking looked him up earlier.
Give me 3 options that you have. Give me 3 options
that I have.
That you have that you heard.
Oh, Masvidal and McGregor.
No.
I also heard.
If anything, it's gonna be a Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor 3, because Nate Diaz's next fight is his last fight. So I think that's what that will be, because it'll be a bit.
Yeah, but I also think, or they said that, damn it, Are you there? Are you there? I think we lost him. Anyway, as you all know, he said no on Jorge Masvidal. I thought Jorge
I
Masvidal would
was
have
there
been a
the whole
good fight.
time. I was there the whole time.
Oh.
Anyway, so what? Who was the other choice?
Okay,
Other than
so
Nate?
Masvidal, him. They talked about that
It's gonna be Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor 3 is what it's gonna be. But what's your other ones?
fuck. Who was the Oh yeah, the dude that fucking has been whooping ass, the Russian.
Oh, he has no chance against him.
Yeah, no. They were
No
talking
chance.
about that, and they were saying
Are
that
you
that
talking
would
about
be out of
Are you talking about Kazmat Chimaev?
yes, and
Yeah, he
that
has no chance.
that
Kazmat Chimaev is going to be the next champion. I 100% guarantee it.
yeah, that's what Brendan Schaub was saying. Brendan Schaub was saying
There's
that
no
like
doubt
if
about
you're
it,
a,
bro. He's going to be the next champion. There's no doubting it. The dude's a monster.
he was talking about it, and Brendan Schaub said that if you're a Conor McGregor fan, that would be the worst fight that you could
Exactly,
pick.
because
And
he would get
I
demolished in
agree.
like, I give him 30 seconds
I
against that
agree.
dude.
But Khabib came out publicly and said that if McGregor took that fight and he beat him, Khabib would come out of retirement to avenge that loss.
But no, Khabib is under talks with this George St. Pierre against a wrestling match. Like a
What?
grappling match.
Okay, and they
Bro,
talked about that too.
no,
That was talked about too, but I've
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Do you not realize how epic that is?
Oh, yeah, I know.
GSP versus Khabib.
Yeah, but if it was like
Grappling
GSP
only?
10 years ago, but
Bro,
I just think I
GSP
don't
is the same.
I understand that, but GSP ain't GSP 10 years ago.
No, GSP is still GSP regardless. The dude's still been training for fucking 10 years. Never gave up training, bro. Are we live right now?
Yeah. No, we're not live, but it's pre-recorded, but yeah.
Well, regardless, the dude, no, that would be a good grappling match. Fighting match itself could be, or George St. Pierre would totally win because GSP is a better boxer. But if it's just grappling, that's a tough one. Khabib might take it, but I would root for GSP.
Yeah. Another one. Here's the other one I want to throw out that I heard about today. Colby Covington. Who does he fight? Who does he fight?
Colby Covington could fight McGregor.
Oh yeah, they talked about that, but that wouldn't be a good matchup for McGregor.
But the thing is, Colby Covington's still number 2 now. They Masvidal, so he has another fucking fight with fucking.
He's number 1. He has the number
That's what
1.
I'm saying. That's
and
his next fight is
but
Masvidal,
no one wants to.
again.
No one wants to run that back for a third time.
Listen. If they get a 3-peat, and he loses, he's out the UFC, guaranteed. You see where they let go of Greg Hardy?
What?
Yeah,
that was another one. That was another one for McGregor. That like Greg Hardy and McGregor.
Greg Hardy is a heavyweight, bro.
Dude, McGregor is jacked. Have you seen him?
No, but McGregor's 170. That's 260, bro.
What, dude? Whatever weight class he fought.
Hardy's the big black dude with dreads in heavyweight division.
Whatever weight class, it's lightweight, ain't it?
No, that's heavyweight.
Or no, that's not what I'm talking about. Khabib's lightweight, right?
Yes.
Okay. They said that McGregor will not fight at that weight no more. He's too heavy.
That's too heavy?
He's too heavy right now.
So he's going to go from 170 to 155?
No, he's going to go up. Like, he weighs more now.
McGregor's too small. McGregor cannot go up to
Dude,
welterweight.
you haven't seen the pictures, dude. He's jacked.
Yeah, you've seen pictures after he just got done working out, bro. I've seen all the podcasts about it. Brendan Schaub even talked about it. He said, bro, that's him after he just worked out. His things are popping like a motherfucker. That dude is 170 walking around weight. That's welterweight.
I don't give a shit what he does, but I feel like Masvidal and McGregor for the BMF belt.
Nope. Masvidal would win, I think, almost 1,000.
I don't I don't
Well, I
know.
don't know.
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
man. That'd be a good
But that's not a fight that he
because
could
they would
take.
both
That's
stand
not
and
that's
they
not
would
a
both
fight that.
stand, but Connor's got some good ground game too. It ain't the best
No,
in
he
the world, but
doesn't. He has no ground game.
he he's
Who did
submitted
he stomp on the
motherfuckers.
who?
What?
In early league, he submitted people. He submitted a couple dudes like the underweight, but UFC, how many UFC submissions does he have? Fucking zero, bro. They're all TKO, KO, or decision. Which the only way he beats Nate is by decision. He would never beat Nate again. If they fought for the third time, Nate would choke him out 1,000%.
You think
And
so?
that's gonna be his next fight,
I
bro.
don't think
Nate
so.
Diaz. Okay, so the first McGregor Diaz fight, Nate choked him out. Second one, it went to a decision, bro. The
Oh, I
third
know.
one,
Nate's a
Nate's
bad
gonna
motherfucker.
make sure to choke him out for his last fight ever. Do you imagine the amount of fucking shit he's gonna put into that? He would choke him out within the first 2 rounds, bro.
Yeah,
He's
but
just gonna
they're
get him in
not.
a fucking. No, you're trying too hard on some shit you don't know about, and I don't appreciate it because you're wrong, bro.
I don't know though, because Brendan
I
Schaub
do.
even said something today that they. I heard him. It was from 2 weeks ago, but I heard the show today, and he was talking about that. Not a lot of people are really going to want to see that fight because they've already seen it. They already
But
know what's
bro,
going to happen. Nate's going to
McGregor
win.
has. Regardless, they're gonna be pumped to see McGregor fight because he's been gone for a while. He hasn't won a fight in 6 years,
I know
bro.
he's going to need a fight. He needs a win. He needs to book a
So
win.
he needs to fight somebody undercard that's not ranked.
No, he
Beat
needs to
them.
fight. You can't go that low though.
No, you can because he's not won a fight in 6 fucking
Still
years.
though, he's still Conor McGregor.
He's a fucking shit talking douchebag. But if he wins the fucking up and coming
I like
fighter,
him.
just hype him up even more.
I like him.
He's a fucking loser now.
Could
I'm
you
sorry to say it, but the
could you
dude is not
imagine
shit.
could you imagine the shit talking though if it was him and Covington?
The shit talking would be good, but they're in a different
Oh,
weight class.
oh, this
They're in
is
a different
another
weight
thing.
class.
This is another thing they
They're in a
talked
different
about.
weight class.
Oh, this is another thing they talked about.
What?
That Makachev or
Machiaev?
yeah, he goes on this next fight and wins. Then he fights for the number one contender for the belt.
No,
So
he
does
should get it.
so does that mean no, that's what Dana White punished him. Brendan Schaub was talking about it. Dana White and the UFC punished him because
For
they
what?
asked him to take that fight to step in for that co-main event and he turned it down. So therefore Dana White's punishing him.
He fought it though. He
Dana
fought the
White
main
no, I
event.
promise Dana White punished him
But that
and
already
he's
happened.
not allowed to fight
He
for the
already
number
fought.
one contender.
He
Like
already fought. He didn't protest it. He fought that fight and won.
no, not
What are
the
you talking about?
not the no. What I heard Brendan Schaub talk about it today. His camp, the fight that we watched, UFC 272,
Yes.
the co-main event. They
Yes,
wanted
he won.
Makachev to fight in that. They asked him to, and he said,
won.
"No, I fought
He
last
did
week."
fight and won.
No, he fought the week before because what's his face stepped in
They
for
can't
him.
ask him to fight the next week. That's against the law.
I'm just saying because he fucking finished old boy and didn't take any damage. I'm guessing,
I need a
but
cigarette.
they
You're
are
stressing me out.
they are punishing him, so he has to fight someone else instead of. But here's the thing, though: if he wins that fight, he has to. Kobe don't have a choice. He has to fight him,
The dude
and
with the sh-
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure that
give me
he
a
would
second.
dog walk Kobe Covington, dude.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Just shh, 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 shh. The old lady's asleep. Give me a second.
Oh. Oh.
She's passed the fuck out. Give me a second. Hang on. Put my Crocs on. Put my Crocs on. Okay, so I'm just telling you, Colby Covington versus that dude would get dog walked. But
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
fucked up thing is, that's Kazmat Chimaev's rank, not or weight class, not the other dude that fought last week.
That's who it
He's not in
was,
the same weight class.
Chiamaya. So
But
that's
Chimaev has
Kobe's
not fought for a
weight.
minute.
That Kobe's weight class, right?
Yes, he's gonna fight Usman, bro, and then he may move up to middleweight and fight fucking Adesanya.
As
If
of
he
right
fights
now,
Adesanya, bro,
dude, they don't want to. They don't want to do
did you
that.
not see where that dude threw a shout out to Brock Lesnar?
Who?
The Kazmat Chimaev, the dude with the split lip. He said, "I'll fight Brock Lesnar tomorrow, bro. Bring it on."
Whoa, that's not
And
something
he
to
would
do. Lesnar would book it.
Brock Lesnar.
I hope.
1000%.
I hope.
That dude's so much smaller and just as strong.
I hope.
Could you imagine somebody that's just as strong as Brock Lesnar, but like 40 pounds lighter and like slim, that can move so fast and strike him where he cannot be even predicted?
Oh yeah.
Imagine that shit, bro. Could you not imagine that being the biggest upset in UFC history? And they could probably make that fucking happen.
Dude, they have so many options right now with the way that everything's going. Like,
there's a lot of options.
But
okay, so they already
but the thing
they already pretty much officialized that McGregor Diaz 3 is happening. They already pretty much said it.
So have they said something in the last 2 weeks that I've not been listening, or what?
In the past 2 months, they've said it. They said it's gonna happen. Diaz's last fight is his next fight. That has to be a huge
The thing is, though,
that's what I'm saying.
But
like,
then we go back
to
back to what the fuck are they gonna do with Colby Covington? Because Dana's already said that he's not.
Covington was number 1 and lost 1 fight.
I know that.
He won. He's gonna get another shot.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. In that post-fight press conference, Dana White said that there really wasn't an interest in running him and Usman back for a third time because
it doesn't matter what
Usman
Dana White says. It matters the ranking. If they don't let that happen, the fans will freak out and nothing will happen.
I'm telling you right now that he's already said that that's not going to happen, and whoever fights.
So then the only other thing is Covington has to defend his latest win against somebody else. So he has to win one fight, and then he gets the belt.
Apparently.
But it's not.
I keep thinking that it's the Makachev motherfucker. No, who's the other badass that's in that weight class?
That dude's won 3 UFC fights, bro. That Russian dude with the split lip.
Is that the same weight class? No.
Yes, he's won 3 fucking fights, bro. He knocked out not Corey Sandhagen. He knocked out fucking Paul Felder. He knocked out that other old boy, and then that one old boy within the first round, like first 30 seconds each round, all 3 fights. He has won 3 fights in the UFC. He's won a title shot. If he gets a title shot, I will not buy the pay-per-view because that's fucking ridiculous. Work for it.
I'm just saying, though, there's not. Dana,
I'm just saying.
Dana said, which things happen. It's been 2 weeks. A lot of things fucking change. But Dana talked in that post.
I may need to fucking check on my fucking research as well, from what they're saying now. But what I know as a fucking fan, a huge fan of the shit, you don't deserve it, bro. You don't deserve a title fight. Dude's been in 3 fights in the UFC and dominated all 3. Fight somebody that's in the top 5, bro. And then let me know what's up. You beat somebody in the top 5, give them a title shot. So fucking be it. But you gotta fight somebody at least in the top 5, not the top 15. He haven't even fight nobody ranked. So you should fight a top 15 fighter, then you should fight a top 5 fighter. And then if you beat that motherfucker, then you might get a shot. But if you don't beat nobody in the top 15 and you automatically get a title shot, bro, you skipped 15 fucking people. And that's not cool. I don't give a fuck how big of a badass you are. You fight multiple fights before you get a championship.
Oh, yeah.
Francis Ngannou's been fighting for 3 years.
Oh, that's another rumor. It's another rumor going around.
Francis Ngannou's going to boxing, bro.
Yeah, dude, they've been talking about it. They say that both camps are fully into it.
What? Both camps?
Both camps are fully into it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Tyson Fury wants it to happen. His
Oh
camp
yeah,
wants
yeah,
it to
yeah, I knew
happen,
that. But
and
that's
Nagano
that's
wants
fine.
it to happen too. But
But
the thing
Tyson Fury's gonna
is,
retire
I,
afterwards.
I hope, I hope that Dana White can get in with him, and then we would have like a McGregor fucking Mayweather
No,
thing.
no,
But
Francis. No,
fucking Dana
listen.
White's pissed off
Francis,
at
no,
Francis
Aaron
right
Hayes.
now.
He's pissed. He has no reason to be pissed off Francis. Francis's
He
contract is over.
he 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 got pissed
Francis's
off.
contract is done, bro. His fight contract is over. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I
As the
know.
baddest man on the planet, he will destroy Tyson Fury. I'm just saying, he's
I
the
don't
hardest
know
punching
about it,
man.
dude. Tyson
The
Fury's
hardest
a
punching,
bad motherfucker when it comes to
the
boxing.
hardest punching man in the
I don't
world.
care.
And I get it. Francis is 6'5", but Tyson Fury's 6'9". But I think Francis would demolish that fucking dude.
Yeah,
I really
but
do.
could he
I'm sorry.
connect though? Could he connect with a
How could he not? Deontay Wilder connected, and Deontay Wilder fights just the way Francis fights. He's kind of sloppy, but he's a bad motherfucker.
The thing is though,
But Francis punches harder, so
but
and they're like
Tyson Fury's going to have a reach advantage.
Listen, huh?
Tyson Fury's going to have a reach advantage.
Barely. No, Francis Ngannou has ridiculously long arms, bro. You would be surprised. Probably like maybe a 2-inch reach advantage, but he's dealt with that before. Stipe had a fucking 2-inch reach advantage on him.
Yeah, you're right.
Stipe
You're
in
right.
one fucking round, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Annihilated that fucking dude.
But
Made him look like a
that's
Peaky
an MMA
Blinder.
fighter and a boxer. Those are two different things, dude.
Francis Ngannou just learned MMA. Francis Ngannou was a boxer. He just learned MMA 5 years ago. Francis Ngannou is
I don't know,
boxer.
man. Tyson Fury, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Tyson Fury, yeah.
Down in the comments what y'all think.
He's slower than Francis. He's slower than Francis and punches lighter than Francis. Francis has the heaviest punch in the world, bro. Of anybody that's been recorded. At least that's to the best of my knowledge. I don't know shit. I'm a dumb chimp. But from the research I've done, I'm just saying that's what I've seen, and that's the records that I've seen. He's the hardest punching human being that has ever recorded their punch in the fighting game. So
I know that's true. I know that's true.
I'm just saying. I know it's true.
There's a lot of good pay-per-views coming up. Period. No matter what it is. Dude, did you hear? I don't even want to say it, but did you hear? Fucking Jake Paul.
Jake Paul's in a lot of trouble right now, anyway. So nothing's going on with him for a minute. Why? What?
He's calling out, saying, trying to get Kanye West and Pete Davidson to box.
That's the dumbest shit ever, bro.
And he's gonna pay him.
Davidson would never go for it.
No. Why would you?
Bro,
Why would you?
Dude,
he's in bed with his wife.
Listen, Jake Paul owes Tyron Woodley so much fucking money. It's not even funny for that fight. He is not paying. He's turning towards him. He's not paying his fucking debts off whenever he's fucking made to. Bro, he fucking skipped him on all his bonuses and shit. Like, fuck that dude. He's a fucking loser. He may be a decent boxer, but he's a fucking loser.
I don't even think he's a decent boxer because I think they got paid to flop and now he's not paying them.
They did get paid to flop, but also he's a better boxer than Logan Paul, but he wants a bigger name than Logan Paul. So his brother Jake is the better boxer out of him and Logan. Logan lost his fight to KSI.
Yeah.
And then Jake started coming out, and he was just so rich from Disney Channel and YouTube and shit. He's paying people. He's paying people to lose fights so he can gain fucking. What do you think he's such a freaking prick for?
Oh, I know.
Like, he's doing that shit on purpose. But anyway, my phone's about to die, bro. I gotta get off here.
All right, man.
I'll see you guys later. Love y'all.
All right, later.
Peace out.
Well, that was Aaron Thompson, y'all. I agree with some things with him. I I don't agree that the Ngannou and Tyson Fury fight would be a good fight. We watched it with Connor, and I know Aaron's gonna see this and get pissed, but it's not the same fight. Francis Ngannou has the recorded punch. He's the one, like he said, and I get that. I totally get that, but at the same time, come on now, a boxer. You're talking about the heavyweight champion of the world going up against the heavyweight champion of the MMA. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Connor couldn't do it. I just don't see Francis Ngannou doing it. Boxing's different. It ain't 5-minute rounds. They're 3-minute rounds, and there's like 12 of them. So, what do you say? Excuse me. But I would like to see a Jorge Masvidal, Conor McGregor. I think that if you bring it out, McGregor beats Nate, Masvidal beat Nate, run it back. Not even run it back. Make a new one. There it is. McGregor, Masvidal. I think they would both put on a good show. They'd both be standing in the middle of the ring ready to bang. And, like, bang, not bang. Guys, get your minds out the gutters. But, yeah, some of y'all been watching that private Snapchat. Ha! Yeah, I just, it's a lot going on. It's 2022, and the fight game crazy right now. I forgot to tell him about him calling out, Adesanya. Kobe Covington, Adesanya. That's just, I'm happy that Dana White laughed at that, because come the fuck on. Seriously? No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that sound is the sound that it is time to end the show. Y'all have a great, wonderful, fantastic week. And I will see you all back here, same time, next Wednesday night. Y'all have a great, fantastic, wonderful rest of your evening. And I'll see you next week. Wobble, wobble, motherfuckers. We out here. Bitch ass, yeah, run that shit, 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 run that shit, I run this bitch, I don't run from shit.